What's up guys, today we got something pretty cool for traveling. It's a portable fridge. It has one of the best compressors in there. It is the ICECO. This is the JP40 version. You can see it right here. I like to keep it tucked in right here because the Maverick has a power supply right here only when the truck is on, but that's when the only time I'm really using it, and it'll stay cold for a while even without having any ice in it, which you don't need ice for this because it is an ice chest fridge, I mean. So let's grab it out. Here it is. It's pretty big inside. You could fit way more than you need for just 1 or 2 people. I like to keep my sandwich stuff in here. Right now I got it set to 32 degrees. I got it set to 32 degrees and it is at 37. It was just at 56, so it is slowly making its way down. Even in the sun, it does work pretty good to where it will get cool inside even if the sun is baking on it, which is not super hot out here yet, which it is gonna get super hot out here. So when you get the ice chest, it just comes like this. You have to put the handles on. You see the handles right here. They do fold in though, so it's nice and compact, and they come out when you pull them out. It just has a couple different things. It will go all the way down to -8, which I have got down there, and it is pretty cold inside. It freezes water pretty dang quick. I have put it to 0 degrees and put a glass of water in here. It froze the water solid. So like right now, to run it with my Maverick, I do have to have the truck on. If the truck's off, it won't be able to get powered. If you guys come a little closer, you guys can see where it actually gets power from. It just has this standard plug-in. I'm not sure what kind of plug-in this is called, but it has also the 15 amp fuse in there, and then it has the other connection if you want to run it through a cigarette lighter. So this is if you want to run it for the cigarette lighter. So it goes from here, cigarette lighter extender, all the way to the actual power cord, and this power cord just plugs into here, and you'll be able to run it off your cigarette lighter inside. So that's very nice to have, just because not everybody has a plug-in in their back, or not everybody has a Jackery or something. That's what I am looking to get pretty soon, is a Jackery, little tiny Jackery box. Just so when it isn't plugged in the truck, which I mostly just get drinks when I'm traveling and stuff like that, I'm just either grabbing a Pepsi out or some fruit or something. And I do have some fruit that we are going to throw in here. We're going to pack it in. I just got a little bit of fruit, some bananas and a little bit of pop. And then I didn't have any water bottles in my fridge. I had just been using my Brita filter. So if I did have some water bottles, I would throw them in there. But we're going to go ahead and start filling this up with some of the fruit. So if you guys look right here, this is where it actually is. So it says it's 39 degrees inside, and you can see it's set to 32, which it is still a little bit warm in there, but it's good for like drinks and stuff like that. It will slowly start to go down and get colder. It is taking a little bit longer just because it is in the sun. If you had it in the shade or something more shaded, then it would get a little colder. And you do have a max and an eco mode. It will quiet it down a little bit, because this right here is the compressor, and it does make a little bit of noise. It's just light though, like you could barely hear it. So we're gonna go ahead and load this up. So opening this up, you guys can see it does have this little cage in here, which I personally don't really like the cage. I will use it just for now, and it has a little separator. It has a little light and an extra little space up here where you can put different kinds of drinks or something like that. A little neat thing they gave you up here is different temperatures for different things. Like you said, water, 41 degrees. This is the recommended setting temperature. Drinks, juice, red wine, fruit, vegetables, frozen food, meat. And you can have frozen foods in here. If you keep this thing nice and cold, you could have a full pizza rolls, a frozen steak, you could have frozen chicken in there. You could add whatever you want in there, because it will stay cold enough to freeze this. First thing we'll do is leave this in here, and then we'll get the bananas, grapes, pickles. So grapes are gonna go in, just sit nice and down in there. Blueberries, cranberries, bananas in there. I don't have too much stuff to stick in here. As you can see, it does have way more room to put in. We got some pickles, just kind of random stuff I bought at the store, and then we got our Sprite. So these are little cans of Sprite. They're not the big main cans, which I like these cans better because I don't like drinking a ton of pop, so I try to just drink a little tiny can if I do drink. And so we're gonna put these in the top one. They do fit perfectly side to side. If you guys do get pop, I do recommend getting these tiny cans because they fit perfect in there. Big regular cans, they won't fit side to side. You'll have to stagger them or put them in completely sideways. These things fit this way, also very clean. So we're gonna put these ones this way here. Actually, we'll put them all up because they just fit a little better like that. This is the way I would put them in. See if we could squeeze one more in there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. No, we cannot get a third one. So that is a little bit annoying that it does not fit right there. So maybe we'll do it sideways. We'll see what this does. Okay, there we go. I think this is the way to do it because it'll should still close. If we do this, so check. Boom, like that. So I fit all 10 cans. That top one is rolling around, but I fit all 10 little mini cans in there. And that's enough pop for me and for enough people because you're only gonna be making one at every meal, most likely. So you come in here, you got the pickles, you got the bananas, grapes. You can see you have tons of more room to fit whatever you want in there. Steaks, blah, blah. Got my pickles. It is warming up in here. You can feel the coldness, like especially on the sides right here. It is slowly getting cold. And up here, I believe up here, from my understanding, I've had this for around a month and a half. This does not get as cold as down here. So if you are gonna put something up here, I don't think it gets as cold from my understanding. I'm not too sure. I will do more tests on that, but we're gonna go and close this up and let them get cold for a little while we wait. So if I was traveling, I keep it right here because the power cord is in the back. And I just slide it right in here. Make sure it does not hit the power cord so I don't wear it down. But I would have it right there. And then I close the tailgate, close this, have that all covered. It's gonna get a little cooler in there than directly in the sun. It does get warm in there though. So I would just open this, and then I can even, right here, and then I could reach in, grab whatever I want, reach in, grab a Sprite, or whatever I'm feeling, come all the way in, like this, open it up. Does not open all the way because it does hit my soft hopper, but there you would get your drinks. Then you would come in here, grab your drinks, and then close it all back up. And boom, you're ready to go. So I don't want to keep my truck running for too long, so we're just gonna let it sit inside for a little bit and let it get cold, and I will bring it all the way down to like -8, 0 degrees, but we're gonna let this pop and everything get a little bit colder. One of the main points with this is that it's just so easy to put in the back of my truck, plug it into the little plug-in, and just throw my stuff in there, not have to worry about getting ice or anything like that. The only thing that I do need, like I said, is a Jackery box so I can have it cold when I don't have the truck on, and not having to keep my truck on to keep my stuff cold and whatnot. But I am looking to get a Jackery box pretty soon. A portable power source, if you guys don't know what that is, it's just a little box that has stores power, and you could run something like this off it or something. So that is what I'm looking to get next. All right guys, as you can see, it is exactly at 32 degrees. I can go a little lower or go a little higher, but let's do a little temperature check. Oh yeah, these bananas are cold. You can take these bananas out because they don't really need to be super cold. Grapes are cold. These pops are really cold, but they will get colder in here. So if you do want your pops to get colder faster, put them in here. These grapes, also cold. So we're gonna go take some of this out, put them in my regular fridge because we're gonna throw some water in here and let it freeze all the way down to -8. All right, so we're just gonna leave one little can in there. It will blow up if I leave it in there too long, so we're not gonna leave it in there. So we're gonna take it all the way down to 0 or -8. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll take it down to, it is around 438, or it is exactly 438. So we're gonna take it all the way down to -8 and just see where it gets. So we're gonna come back in exactly 30 minutes on max mode, and it is at 30 degrees. So we'll come back in exactly 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, it's been exactly 30 minutes, they're at 19 degrees in there. So let's go ahead and check on our pop that's in here. Our pop is super cold, but not frozen. Let's leave this sucker in there still. 30 more minutes. Hey guys, 30 minutes later, it is at 5 degrees. And if we take a look in here, ooh, it is cold in there. And this sucker is cold, but it is still, I don't think, frozen. I'm gonna take it out though, because it feels very, very, like it's about to explode. It's gonna get close to exploding if it gets that cold. We got a little Tupperware with some water in there, so we're just gonna wait for it to freeze. I'm gonna leave it for a while. I'm not gonna time this one, but it is at 1 degree right now, and it should go lower. We'll see if it actually does go to the -8. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, it's been sitting here for a little while. As you guys can tell, it is ice. There is water underneath it though, just to kind of turn the ice. Right here, these Sprites are super duper cold, but you can see turning into ice. All right guys, so I left it overnight and it did make its way all the way down to -8 degrees. And you can see this in here, that is solid ice. Solid ice all the way down to -8. You're never gonna need anything at -8 this low unless you're freezing something, but yeah, pretty neat. We're gonna turn this off now. And one thing that I forgot to show you guys is that they do give you this insulation for it. So it just goes around, just kind of like a protective case. It'll go completely around the whole entire thing, and then it'll just help keep the insulation if it is hotter out. If you are in the sun, it'll help keep the coolness. Heat won't affect it as much. So I'm gonna go throw this on for you guys real quick so you guys can just see how the thing works. Lay this out and then drop this in, and it does have a spot for the handles so you can carry it around like this, and this is just really nice just because it won't get as scratched up in the car or anything like that too. And it all goes on nice and easy, wraps up. Like I said, the handles are right here. Hope you guys can see me. The handles right there. And then the little handle on this side. Get that all covered. And then just like that, you can carry it with the insulation on, and then you can still plug it back in. You can still turn it on. We're still going down to -8 right now. So once you have the insulation on, you just unzip it and then opens up just like normal. You close it, zip it back up, simple as that. So guys, this has been my review on the ICECO JP40. I really like it. It's really a nice addition just to traveling, so I don't have to get ice out and whatever. And so far it hasn't gave me any problems. It's always cooled down. The Maverick has been able to support the amount of voltage it needs. I'm not sure exactly how much voltage it needs, but I know it's not that much because that back outlet I don't think puts out the most. But yeah, I really like it so far. It's been super nice. Like I've said, I had sandwiches in it. I've had a bunch of different kinds of just stuff in it, you know. I'm excited to use it over the summer. I feel like the summertime is going to be the best time to use it just because it's going to be so hot, and I'm going to have probably this thing just full of water because summertime we're dancing a lot and stuff like that, and it gets super hot at some pals, gets up to upwards of 100 degrees. And so I'm excited to really test it out in the summertime when it's, like I said, 100 degrees outside, and see if this thing will keep up. From the reviews I've watched and everything, it does seem to keep up with the heat. Like people have in the back of their side-by-sides or the back of just kind of whatever they're using at the time. So yeah, I really like this. If you guys are interested in getting this actual specific model or any other models, I do have a 15% discount code. ICECO hooked me up and all my followers and my subscribers. So use code Daniel Delivers, and that's Daniel Delivers with the Z. So remember the Z at the end, not a S, not Dan Delivers with the S, Dan Delivers with the Z. And I'll have a link down below so you guys can go pick one up. Check them out on Amazon or check them on anything. Shout out to ICECO for really sending me this to review it. Just because they did send it to me doesn't mean I'm gonna tell them it's the best product. If I don't like it, there's something I don't like about it, then I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna have more content coming out, and I really appreciate all you guys who drop comments and drop likes, and I'll see you guys on a new video.